out.
Hey everybody, welcome to the next update in the darkness. We're going to be talked to immediately.
Hey, yo, Estacado. Is that you? My God, Jackie, where the fuck you been hiding? First Jenny gets murdered, your ass goes up in smoke. Everyone figured Paulie blew you the fuck away.
He did, Jimmy. I just came back is all.
You know, your Aunt Sarah, that poor woman would just sit there in her Raspberry Street apartment and wait just for you. Yeah, just for you to show up. You ever do one thing right in this whole mess, in this whole life of yours, you go down to the Lower East Side and you see her. You hear me? You go down to Raspberry Street and you go see your Aunt Sarah.
Well, there we go. There's our first objective that we have to do, is to go talk to Aunt Sarah. Now, let's go do that. Now, you're going to be seeing a lot of transitions like that throughout this update, mainly because of the fact is there's a lot of side quests that you can do in this area, unlike the first one. There's probably double to triple what you actually could do in the first chapter. So, I'm cutting around, starting them, doing them, whatnot.
My Aunt Sarah. Now, she taught me about life. After I left the orphanage, she was the one person who cared for me. And she loved you. Now, when her husband, Jimmy Franchetti, died, the family forgot about her. Except for the older guys. And me.
Here we go. Now we got a few small things that we can do in this area. I said just talk to Aunt Sarah. That and, you know, a side quest where you have to murder about 5 people, which you're going to see some of the dead bodies for when we're in this area. But let's go talk to Aunt Sarah.
Jack, oh, I've been so worried about you. I heard you were gone and I feared the worst. You look thin. Have you been eating? You come on inside. Come on. You want some minestrone?
Aw, Aunt Sarah's really nice. And you know what? Let's be honest here. For a old person apartment, this actually doesn't look too badly decorated. Some nice pictures on the wall, too. I actually really like this portrait right there. Nice. Let's go talk to her some more.
I know what's happened, Jackie. And you know how much I've always loved you. You know how I hate it when our family turns against each other like this.
Aunt Sarah. I lost her. And what the hell am I gonna do without Jenny?
It's terrible. I cleaned out her apartment. She was waiting for you, Jackie. Anyone but you could see it. Oh, you should have taken her away from this place when you had the chance. And now you've got to take care of it.
I'm really sorry for the way things came out, Aunt Sarah. Now, you know that I never meant any disrespect to you and the family. But I'm gonna have to take a stand against Paulie and Eddie Schroet and punish them for what they did.
I know. And some of the older men, they'll support your decision, Jackie. But you're gonna have to earn their trust. If you were to hurt Paulie's operation, they might consider joining you. They want things back the way they used to be.
I'm gonna tear his face off, Aunt Sarah. Pardon my language, but I'm gonna rip that dirty little motherfucker's face off and feed his lips to the fucking rats! But I can't kill that little fucking scumbag without your blessing. You know that.
Well, kill is such a dirty word. But do what you have to do. And understand that you won't get to Paulie unless you go through his police dog first. The only way to Paulie is through Captain Eddie Schroet. Now, I happen to know he has an apartment up our gun hill, and I spoke to Jimmy the Grape, and he's arranged for a man named Abe Hunter to let you into the building. I suggest you go there and take up Jimmy's offer of help while you can.
Well, before we leave Aunt Sarah's apartment, let's take a look around and see what the rest of it looks like. Well, her room doesn't look too bad, a little sparse, and that's an old TV. We could talk to her one more time.
Go to Gun Hill. Abe Hunter will be waiting for you there. He said you should take the subway to Fulton Street, and that there should be a service entrance down in the Fulton station that leads to Gun Hill.
Well, let's go do that. By the way, if you do not talk to her the second time, when you leave, she says bye, which is kind of nice. So yeah, that's what we got to go do. And oh, look, bodies. Those weren't there before. So yeah, all we got to do is you have to go to the other train station, and we'll be good to go. Now, there's not a second loading talkie bit, but there's one here.
It's like I have everything to live for, and nothing to gain. I got nothing worth having without you. But at least I got a purpose. And that's tearing Eddie Schroet into 1,000 pieces. It's my reason to live.
Fulton Street.
So here we are in Fulton Street. Now, the actual entrance to Gun Hill, always took me a little while to find on my usual playthroughs, mainly because it's not exactly too apparent other than the giant fucking light over the door. It's just one of those things that I didn't take as design choices. I always took that as, you know, just being a light over a door.
Even a guy like Eddie Schroet has a good side and a bad side. Now, he's killed and tortured a few people, but then again, you should see his bad side. Now, I try not to judge, but for what he did to you, both sides are as good as dead.
Well, let's go say hello to Eddie Schroet. But now we got some people to talk to in this area. Kind of neat.
Everything okay?
Yeah, he's got a lot to say. Maybe the second guy has something really cool to say.
Are we all right?
No. Okay, well, let's go talk to our actual contact then.
Well, you took your sweet time, didn't you? I'm Abe Hunter. I don't know where the fuck you been. What? You hit traffic or something? All right. Schroet's up in his place. He's been there about an hour, maybe. 5 will get you 10. He won't be expecting no company. Only about 5 people even know he lives.
Thanks for the info. Now, how do I get in?
Listen, ride up in the elevator and go straight in. Follow the stink. You can't fucking miss it. All right. Here you go, pal.
Okay, so you got the key to Schroet's apartment. The elevator's over there.
Well, let's go right on up. Yeah, by the way, it just says that it's this apartment key. Said what apartment number would have been nice. I also have no idea why he just goes like, what? It's like, come on, dude. Use an elevator. They're not that hard to use. Also, this looks incredibly safe. And one thing I want to point out is, look how, like, short these apartments must be if they're only that little bit overhead. It's kind of interesting. I bring that up because we're going to see a very tall apartment here soon. Wonder what door it could be. The one that has nothing on it? The one that has a name plaque on it? The one that says Eddie Schroet and he's singing? Also, was he just sitting at the door singing out of it and pointing guns at there waiting for someone to come in?
Estacado! You weren't such a dumb shit. Jenny might still be alive.
That's not cool. And speaking of me being a dumb shit, I completely forget how to do this obstacle. It's not even a puzzle. But let's just explore his little place here, because this looks way too fucking big, even for a corrupt cop. I mean, this is ridiculous for New York City. Awesome music, though.
PD is behind me in the tunnel.
See what I mean? Kind of a big apartment.
Here come my boys, Jet. Who got you?
Cover your six, Captain.
Now we got a helicopter to contend with, which are not easy to contend with at all.
Locked and loaded, ready to go, Captain.
Pretty much what you have to do is run out, goad it into shooting at you until the wall is disintegrated. So you gotta do this like 3 or 4 times. There's a bit of dialogue when it's actually the time that it's gonna be disintegrated. It'll pop up here after this one here.
I'm gonna redecorate these walls with your brain.
Because, you know, all standard police helicopters come with missiles on them, right? Right? Yeah, makes sense. And weird cut. That's the game, by the way, not me. Pretty sure he said Denny for the second one, but whatever.
Yeah, that's it. Bring it on.
Well, it's a good thing that these wall-mounted AC units and ventilation systems can support 2 people having gunfights on them. Ah, welcome to the police station. On the hardest difficulty, this part here is a little tough because there's a lot of lights in here and a lot of guns. So you got to be very cautious of taking out the lights while you're doing this section here, and also eating a lot of hearts. As I noticed, there was maybe a complaint or two that I wasn't eating enough hearts, so all hearts, all the time. Pistols continue to be the most viable option for these fights. I just love walking down a hallway and destroying lights with the demon arm. Just fairly empowering. As you can see, there's a lot of fucking guns in here. Once again, Gunner Darkling pulling his weight. Good job. Aww, that's always cute, isn't it? There we go. Head on up to the roof. I wonder what could possibly be waiting for us up there. I wonder what it is, guys. I'm very concerned. You may have noticed that earlier in the video. That's because I had to reshoot the walk over to Eddie Schritt's apartment. Oops. This game has really terrible checkpoints, by the way.
Anyone who says the subway is dangerous never sat in the back of a yellow cab going the wrong way at 90 miles an hour through the Midtown Tunnel with a guy who can't speak a lick of English, my buddy, Crazy Abdul.
Well, let's get back to the station and, you know, do some stuff. Oh man, this totally wasn't spoiled by, you know, the in-game objectives thing saying that Butcher probably knows. Yeah. Thanks, game. Wanted to point it out there with a fairly harmless one, and I always do that. Whenever I'm walking through that tunnel, I always look to the right, thinking that's where the exit is, but it's always on the left, because I'm very terrible at remembering things. Now, the big problem with this section here on Fulton Street is this music is fairly loud, and it will actually bleed through on even major game cutscenes. They really should have, like, fixed that. It's kind of annoying. But luckily, if you go in the opposite corner from where the music is, you can actually not usually have it bleed through, but sometimes trains happen.
Jesus, Jackie, what the hell did you do to Eddie Schroet? I heard he bolted for his little rabbit hole. Hey, I just got an idea. Eddie's been safekeeping a suitcase for Paulie. It's full of evidence that could put them both away. If you nab the suitcase, Schroet will definitely come out to get it back. But before you return it, I'd say we prepare it with a little surprise.
Sounds like a plan. So where's he keeping this bag of goodies?
Well, as you might expect, Eddie and his goons snag a lot of confiscated goods for themselves. They stash most of it in the old Turkish Baths. It's hard to get there, though, if you don't know how. But from Fulton, there's a connection through the old City Hall station. You'll need to get past the gate between Fulton and City Hall. But Schroet's gang makes damn sure it's always locked. However, someone whispered in my ear that they keep a key hidden somewhere in the public toilets at Fulton Street station.
Okay. I'm off to grab Paulie and Schroet fucker's piece of candy. Thanks, Butch.
Be careful, Jackie. Go to the old Turkish Baths and get that suitcase. Then meet me at those same public toilets at Fulton Street Station. The ones where they keep the key to the gate. I'll be waiting there for you when you come back.
Well, luckily, the actual thing is right here. What if it's in the out-of-order toilet? Now, speaking of the whole having to deal with side quest things, there's one popping up here because we're actually going to be dealing with the actual end of the side quest.
Let's say you could get past this gate. You could walk all the way to the old City Hall station. As long as you didn't tread on any dead hookers.
What's at City Hall station?
I'm trying to find my brother, Ernie. I think he went down that way. You see Ernie Duvall, you tell him his brother Mitch is waiting for him. You tell him to get his sorry ass back here.
So yeah, as I mentioned, I wasn't intending to have the side quest in here, but you pretty much deal with it when you're in the Turkish Baths anyway, so it might as well be here anyways. Whoops. But let's go deal with some homeless people, right? Let's do this.
This is City Hall. You know, it used to be a subway station, but it pretty much went to hell a few years ago. It's the only way through to where I need to go. Back to the motherfuckers who killed you.
Human misery. Suffer. Disease of the mind and heart. Festers here. It's a good place to die.
Okay. So we got a little bit of talking, then some homeless people. Not joking. Also, we're going to be picking up another one of those Darkling outfits, which I think I've only showed off one of them, mainly because these things are usually kind of out of the way and not usually worth it. They don't really give the dark... It's only for the Berserker Darkling, and but this one is actually really good because it gives him a jackhammer. pretty useful. And there's a collectible over there, which we don't need to collect. Let's talk to these homeless people, because that's always fun and interesting.
Better go back the way you came, pal. Cops shut down the entrance to the old Turkish Baths a year ago.
Yeah, by special order from Captain Edward Strode. Dickhead. That cocksucker Stroder stole our best hangout.
Why don't you tell me what you know about Schroed?
Eddie Strode is the biggest cocksucker on this side of the river. That fucking guy broke my brother's leg one time because he didn't know the capital of Denmark. I told him it was Copenhagen.
Tell me about the Turkish Baths.
And you know another thing, we used to have a passage down to the old baths. They closed the place down after a couple of old ladies drowned one time. It was the warmest place in the city to sleep on a cold night. That bastard Eddie Strode stole it from us. Oh, hey. Good luck getting in there, pal. You need a compass and a half a ton of dynamite.
Can't get into the entrance of the Turkish
have
Baths
a
from the
great
escort.
day.
It's all blocked up
Okay?
nowadays.
Yeah.
Listen, you want to get into the baths? Go ahead. I'd like to see you.
Okay, hey. Hey. I wouldn't try going in there if I was you. The entrance is blocked. Besides, you don't want to get close to Deval's people.
Yeah, that part was a little wackiness. There we go.
Come on!
Bye, homeless people. Let's eat their hearts. And I have no idea why this weird glitch happened. Yeah. Now Jackie's legs work right. Moving on. Well, let's use our Gunner Darkling friend to help us out here. He does a great job of missing the first one. There we go, more demon arm action. Which is, come on, the demon arm's pretty fucking awesome. Where's the other heart? There we go. And there's the other heart. Gotta give the darkness guns a little bit of love here and there. They're fairly useful and whatnot. And the hell's that? It's rebar attached to bricks. Has a spike trap. Interesting. Guess you can't trip it. Might as well move on. Once I rub my face again. Oh, okay, so it's out in that area. Okay. Well, they said we need a whole bunch of dynamite, so what we have that is like a bunch of dynamite is a kamikaze, right? So let's use him. Go blow up the thing. Oh, there's a door. Huh. Now, this is something I wanted to point out here. Usually I'd kind of cut this kind of stuff out with me dicking around, but this is to kind of show how sometimes the game's a little weird with letting certain things work. I am trying to set this trap off because it's incredibly fucking obvious there's a trap there. So I'm doing my best to set it off. Like, can't go around it, so you gotta walk through it. Let's set this thing off. Let's keep shooting it with a shotgun. Maybe it'll go off, and it's not. Okay. Now what? Ah, crap, we're the light. Let's try the demon arm here. That took way longer than it should have to actually engage that trap. Like, this one will be immediate. And the rest of them go fairly easily, too. It's just that one, for some reason, the demon arm just does not want to work properly for it. That, and also, I'm a little bit dumb sometimes, because that's definitely electrified. So I'm like, you know what we need to do? We need to unelectrify it with the Creeping Dark. Whoops. But hey, it's easily rectified by just doing this. Darkness guns. Sometimes useful. Nope. See? That one immediately. That actually, like, drops a grenade. Makes things explode. Interesting.
I knew he would. He knows what I did. Help me, Lord. Sir, Ernie Devon.
You just love crazy people. And there's the guy that we're looking for in the side quest anyways. Let's try to destroy these cables. Once again, our demon arm is stuck to the door for some reason. Well, I wonder what it does. Fills the air with gas. Lovely. Well, it's all wavy, so it must be explosive, so we should probably just set it off. Or walk into it. Oh, setting it up doesn't work either. Creeping Dark it is. Actually, we just do it this way first. Use the Creeping Dark to get rid of the lock, which is right here. Come back, you can just run straight through there and the gas won't hurt you. Let's go get this guy, though. A gate, you son of a bitch.
No! No! He doesn't bleed! Help! Help! Help!
He's got a shield and drops explosive somehow. And by drops explosive, I mean somehow one lands on top of my head and I can't get it off, so I die. Let's actually do it correctly the way you're supposed to. First and foremost, you need to take off the light on the top, bust out your tentacle, demon arm, and then just knock off all these locks.
You lied to me! This wasn't the deal!
Even from farther back, you actually won't get blasted in the face like that. Other than that, he's squishy. So he dies pretty quickly. His brother's really not going to be that pleased with us. Oh. Because Jackie can't pick up a box. Well, let's eat his heart for good measure. Oh! Our final darkness ability, Black Hole. Incredibly useful, but a double-edged sword. It does this. You may remember it from the intro, but we're going to learn more about the Black Hole and how awesome it is in the next video. See you guys then.